The masculine is impact. You can make an impact on the world, in your relationships, in your family. Go make an impact. What is it that you want to do? And how much space and how much strength can you hold to bring the feminine along with you? That's the call. I want to challenge men in this video. The video called Men Rise or Wither. We are living with a vortex in our society. There is this period of time from a spiritual, energetic timeline perspective, not to get too woo-woo, but there is, maybe another way to say it, a spiritual calling for men to rise up. The energy is calling and drawing men to come into their right masculine place in this particular time in the world. Here's what I mean. We've had a lot of shifting over the past 50 years in definition of what it means to be a man, what it means to be in your masculine energy, what it means to be with the feminine energy. And our understanding and spiritual awareness of these things are becoming more evolved, more enlightened, more in tuned, more aware. We've gone through society where men dominated the world. We built kingdoms. We destroyed villages. We rebuilt villages and towns. And we did all of these things in the world. Built empires. Lost empires. And the women were beside us to help us in many weird different configurations. A lot of survival. I have to beat the person next to me in order for me and my family to survive. And then we shifted into the modern technological industrial revolution era, coming out of the world wars, where we had more abundance and more peace. And survival was not the name of the game. And women saw this, said, hey, there's opportunities for us to expand who we are. And it went really far in one direction, like a pendulum. And the feminist movement was born like, we have rights. We are more than just your partner that walks behind you and does what you tell us to do. And so the pendulum came all the way over. We don't need men. We hate men. It came in all kinds of spaces in between all of that. And over the past 20 years, there's been more of a spiritual awakening to, hey, there is a healthy feminine. Let's bring this balance back a little bit, where we need men, but we also are independent. We have our own energy. We have our own interpretation of the world. Just hold space for us so we can be free. We can be in this energy. And now we're in 2025, where the past 5 years, masculinity has been greatly, greatly under fire. We've seen abuses. We've seen the Me Too movement rise up because men in power have not just abused it, obliterated their position of being a man of masculinity, abused it, destroyed people's lives in horrific ways, using their power to feed their own fucked up desires. But it's created this vacuum. And now the other side of this red pill masculine society has risen up, right? The Andrew Tate society of how to be a man, because there's a vortex that's being created where this feminist is way over here. Women's rights, all beautiful things in many ways, but everything must be in balance and must be able to dance with each other. Then you have the ultra-right masculine bro mentality. And we should be thankful for these polarities, even though we can challenge them in many, 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 many different ways. And they should be. But that's the point. Because we get to see them. We get to see opposites. We can now challenge them and understand that there is a vortex in the middle for men to come through and rise up in a deep, spiritual, healthy way, where we can hold the feminine, where they are beautiful, they are with us, they are dancing with us, they are not beneath us. And we are also not beneath them. We're just two different energies spinning with each other. So this is a spiritual call for men to fucking rise or wither, because this is the pressure. that we are facing right now. Because many women, because they are more naturally in tuned to spirit and cycles and flow and the vibration and energy of the universe, they've gotten on the spiritual awareness quicker than men have, because we like to be up in our heads and logically think through the universe. So women are in this deep spiritual place. They're doing all the deep spiritual work. They're healing their wounds. They're healing their childhoods. They're rising. They want to be in their feminine energy. And men aren't there to match it. They're looking, hey, where's my man? Their husband, their partner. Will you rise with me? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Or they're single and they're searching for a partner. Will you be one that rises with me so I can be in my full feminine energy? What are you talking about? Guys, we are in a place where we are being called to step up our spiritual awareness and identity and walk in our masculinity. We've been told for many, many years that we shouldn't be toxic masculine men. Yes, that's true. But what we've done is we've gone to the other side where we're nice. We're kind, all good traits, but we're weak as well. We don't want to ruffle the feathers. And so happy wife, happy life becomes the motto of many men in the world. Let me just keep her happy. Whatever she wants. I'll keep her happy. Keep her happy. Yes, yes, yes. And we stuffle all of this stuff inside of us because we're not living authentic to who and what our energy is, the masculine energy. And the feminine is not able to be in her place because they have to compensate for our weakness. So, I hope this is landing. Because in the middle of all of this polarity is a space for us to rise through it, to form our own identity, to not listen to all the edges of stuff, to understand and see the political climate, the social climate, the energy of everything that is happening, to not be affected by it, to not give our identity to it, to rise through this space that is created that says, I'm going to rise in my spiritual masculine energy. Now, I'm not being very practical here. I'll do that in another video. This is really about an energetic call to you to rise up through this space, this vortex that is here, to learn how to meet the feminine where she needs us to meet her. It's going to be clunky. It's going to be clumsy. It's going to be missteps. But men, it's okay to be spiritual. You have 3 parts that you operate from, okay? Yeah. Most men operate from 2 of them. They operate from their dick and their balls. They got to punch the world, right? They got to fuck the world. They got to be aggressive. And they operate from their heads. Logically, let me think my way through all the different scenarios of this world. Both of those are in a way like 3D stuff, especially thinking our way through the world. Let me solve the world's problems through logic, critical thinking, and reasoning. All of that's good. But if you're going to awaken to the spiritual side of you, it's going to require you to drop into your heart, to drop into your heart space, to drop into this energy vortex inside of you that is connected to God's spirit in the universe, to have a connection with, to experience God inside of your being. And you can still do that in a masculine way. And guess what? There's a feminine part of you too, because we all have both energies inside of us. It's okay to tap into that a little bit. You have permission. In fact, you probably mostly have because society has told you to do so, but do so out of an area of weakness and silence. So men, you have permission to figure out how to rise in your masculine energy. Because what's going to happen is more and more women are coming online with this wild, crazy, beautiful, sexy, feminine energy. And they're going, you got to meet me or we're done. Meet me or I got to move on. So men, what's going to happen? You got to rise or you got to wither. That's the call. Rise or wither. You got a whole heart inside of you, a whole spirit. The seed of the universe is inside of you. Access it through your masculine portal that is you. And rise up in this moment. Go claim what you want. You don't have to do this in an abusive, toxic way. But you can create your reality. You can make an impact. The masculine is impact, right? You can make an impact on the world, in your relationships, in your family. Go fucking make an impact. What is it that you want to do? And how much space and how much strength can you hold to bring the feminine along with you? That's the call. Men, this is the season to rise. To rise or wither. I pray. As we elevate, we're going to need this in the next 4 years. Because there's chaos in the world by men trying to figure a bunch of shit out with a bunch of ego. And I'm not getting into the politics side of all of that. But there is an energy of chaos that is around. And if I'm going to be a little bit prophetic here, it needs to be here. Sorry, people that want things nice and tidy and thinks we got fucked on the election. There is a need for chaos because this is how the systems get disrupted. I'm not saying it's healthy. I'm not saying it's good. It is what it is. Because men have not been able to take their rightful place, so other men fill that void. So, if you sense that things are just not good in the world, here's how we change it. 1, we're not affected by it. Okay? We are not affected by all of the noise, but we can have the strength to be aware of it and not affect us, not ignore it. And we start to master our relationships with people. We start to walk in our strength and in our power, to walk along the feminine, to hold her hand, and she can just soften right into that strength. This is what will change society. The more that we spiritually align with each other and awaken to the power and the magic that is fucking inside of you, this is how we start to change the relationships of the world, the systems of the world, men rising in their strength in their rightful place. Saying, this, I don't care if I'm going to piss people off. I'm not aligning with a certain identity of politics or a certain identity stream. These are my values, these are my principles, and these are my beliefs. And I will come through the middle and disagree with you on this and agree with you on that. But strong enough to go, this is what I see and believe in the world. And to anchor into that spiritual strength. Men, rise now. Rise now. Because if you don't, you're going to wither. And you're going to be looking back in 10 years on your life going, why is my world still in chaos? Because people are elevating. And when you don't elevate, you're staying in this energy of chaos and this weird 3D reality of low energy, of fighting and struggling and strife and gotta be right and fighting this ego with this ego and all of that nonsense. Or do you want to rise through it? Not to ignore it, but to be in it and also above it. Rise or wither. That is the call.